Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turned 156 EA Vanheim, and I'm coming back to re-record this one just to help it go a little bit faster. Anyways, we did an Earth attack, which worked. Killed this adept with 10 gems worth of gear, and then we overkilled the province. So everything else just bounced off of the Queen of the Deeps. We can see if she had some water gems. She didn't, so it didn't even gem burn or anything like that. And then Red Bull cast Wish. Now, if you remember, we were wishing for Dexithea. However, my wish didn't end up working out. And it's because you have to wish for a hero based on their title. Dexithea doesn't have a title, therefore I believe she's not wishable. Or maybe I had to wish by ID, and I didn't know that. And oftentimes, if you do a wish and it wouldn't work, it'll prevent you from doing that wish. In this case, it didn't check for that. So it went ahead and took my 100 pearls, and I got left with nothing. So most of this turn is just going to be me being sad about my 100 pearls, and then saving up again for a new healer chassis, and I'm going to have to go ahead and pick out a new one. Some other stuff we did this turn, we cast Crumble. That was down here. And we did Transmute Fire, got some gold, and got a Tartarian, which is a pretty good chassis, so we'll Gift of Reason that. And then there were a few fights, because that's not the end of our sadness. So we did kill some Soul Torn, lost a few imps. And we killed a small raiding party with a much bigger raiding party. And then in the Tears of the Panicrator, our sieging force, which is a bunch of Draconians, a small Soulslay Communion, a few Vanheers, and then we had a Vanadrop for Fog Warriors, and a Vinyaral with a Thug Kit, but I misscripted it to Advance and Cast, so it's not actually going to engage. Meanwhile, Atlantis comes at us with a Monster Fish, and this Queen of the Lake with 65 HP. And 50% regen, so we're gonna have to do at least probably close to like 40 damage around through 26 protection, which is going to be pretty difficult. And it looks like she's already done Breath of Winter, so she's going to have a pretty nasty chill aura, and we have no cold resist. So I think you can guess where this is going. And unfortunately, it's just 4 sages. We needed to bring some more sages. So it's not actually even a Soulslay Communion, it's a Paralyzed Communion. So we have no chance, unless maybe this idiot got in and, like, dealt killing blows. But we misscripted him. So these Vanheers are just going to mix in with the Draconians. And they're going to do a little bit of chip damage occasionally, but just not enough, and then they're going to freeze out. So the moral of this one is we lose 2 sages, most of our Vanheers, a lot of Draconians, and most of our Trolls. But we do retreat successfully. But this army gets wrecked, and we only kill a Monster Fish. We used a bunch of air gems. Then we lose some militia, we get some gems, we lose some tax, and we get some gold. Alright, and we also bought some mercs. So what are we doing this turn? We're going to go ahead and do an attack on 35. So we'll be doing that with this force. So we've got Fog Warriors, Thunderfend, some Water Elementals, just a really basic force. There's a couple of nice commanders in here. There's this guy, the Sleeper. There's the Vanadrop. But they're all horror marked, and then we've got mercenaries. So I would rate this as expendable, although, there's some stuff in here that obviously I wouldn't want to lose, like the LLP, the Scutata, the Winged Helmet, the Gate Cleaver, the Red Dragon Scale Mail. But all in all, I would rate it as low commitment for this stage of the game. Additionally, down here, these two sieges are still ongoing, and we're sending some reinforcements. So a bunch of skeletons and a couple of tarts to look scary on the strategic map. So we'll have some sort of outlay like this, maybe some body ethereal spam. And then regarding this Queen of the Deeps, Queen of the Lake and Queen of the Deeps, so we got two queens down here. So this army's going to run, because it's just like the army that died, except it doesn't have the Vanhears. And then we're going to see if they end up, I'm assuming they'll go here, and then we'll see if they end up trying to attack one of our forts. If they do, they'll run into some nasty surprises. So here we have a whole army. I recently learned Bloodlust and Rush of Strength don't stack, but I'm not going to know that for this campaign. But we've got a bunch of devils. We have a Charm Hat guy, Golem. We have some Life for Life, Army of Lead, Frostfend, Mass Regen, Hell. Everything we would need, Disintegrate Spam, to kill those two queens. In this province, we have a Weapons of Sharpness plus Fog Warriors plus a lot of our dud tarts. And even as duds, they still have high damage magic weapon attacks. Well, most of them do. So we'll be... Right, some of them do. So we'll be taking advantage of that, and maybe with some light buffs, they can, and Weapons of Sharpness, they can punch down those queens. And in this province, we have a Life for Life trap. So 3 Life for Life's Reinvigoration, 3 Life for Life's Reinvigoration, Soul Vortex Advancing Cast. So I think that should be enough. In terms of anything else we might be doing, I haven't really noticed anything. I think as a player, we were mourning the loss of our pearls. I am coming back to re-record this. I forget if I said that at the beginning, because the previous one just had me saying some inaccurate things. So I wanted to, when I can, if I do happen to catch it beforehand, I do like to prevent myself from posting that. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. And I guess on Forging, we're focusing on Water Bracelets, Demon Banes, Wave Breakers, supply items and Gate Cleavers, and Lead Shields, because we have some new tarts coming out. Ghost Factory is going great. And this guy is traveling with a new pack of ghosts. So he's heading up here. And then I guess we're gathering here to start getting these imps. So yeah, just generally trying to move more stuff to the front lines. But I think that's it. So I'll go ahead and see you in the next one, turn 157. Have a good one. Bye.